Nigerian e-commerce market is a multi-billion-dollar goldmine on paper. We are talking about a sector projected to clear over $10 billion. We have got a 140 million mobile internet subscribers, a hyper-connected youth population, and a global giant fighting for a piece of the pie. But if you have actually tried to buy anything online in Nigeria recently, you know the truth. The glittering promise of seamless Amazon-style digital retail, they are all illusion. Behind the sleek apps and venture capital funding lies a system that is fundamentally broken. From packages that vanish into the tin here, to skyrocketing merchant fees, to a deep-rooted trust gap that keeps millions of shoppers paralyzed with fear. Traditional e-commerce in Nigeria is hitting a wall, and today we are looking at the raw proof of why it is failing and what is actually rising to replace it. My name is Fagbemi. Let's dive in. Let us start with the most damning piece of evidence. We are supposedly a cashless economy, yet roughly 65% of all e-commerce payments in Nigeria still happen via cash on delivery. Why? Because of massive systemic trust deficits. Customers do not trust platforms to deliver what they actually paid for. They have been burned too many times with the infamous what I ordered versus what I got. But here is how that breaks the system for the business. Cash on delivery completely ruins a merchant's cash flow. When a delivery driver navigates through traffic only for the customer to change their mind, switch off their phone, or refuse to pay, the merchant absorbs the entire loss. For a small or medium business, a 20% or 30% delivery rejection rate is the absolute death sentence. The second piece of proof is the sheer logistic friction. In Western markets, e-commerce relies on structured zip codes and predictable postal networks. In Nigeria, we are lucky if a street has a visible sign, let alone standardized address structure. Because of urban congestion and last mile delivery, the actual act of getting boxed to your doorstep accounts for a staggering 50% of total logistic cost across African e-commerce. Think about that. Half of the cost to move a product happens in the final few kilometers. If the giant venture backup players cannot afford to bring the product right to your doorstep, the traditional e-commerce model is structurally flawed. Then, there is a macroeconomic reality. Massive inflation and intense currency volatility have hit import-heavy categories like smartphones and electronics incredibly hard. As the cost of importing skyrockets, platforms have had to force to adjust their commission schedule, squeeze merchants' margins until they bleed. So, what is happening? Traditional B2C e-commerce websites are losing the grip. Instead, Nigerians are bypassing former storefronts entirely. They are moving to social commerce. Millions of shoppers spend hours every day buying directly through Instagram DMs and WhatsApp groups. Why does this work when traditional e-commerce fails? Because it restores human elements. Real-time messaging allows customers to say, "Send me a live video of the shoe before I pay." It builds the immediate trust that a rigid website simply cannot provide. In fact, social commerce value in Nigeria is projected to double to nearly $4 billion by 2030, completely outpacing former e-commerce platforms. The proof is undeniable. The traditional Western blueprint of e-commerce does not work here. It is broken because it ignored the unique realities of Nigerian infrastructure and culture. The future of business online in Nigeria will not belong to the prettiest website or biggest tech conglomerate. It belongs to the platform that embrace physical pickup points, leverage agent banking networks to handle cash, and respect the power of social conversational shopping. But what do you think? Have you given up on traditional online shopping platforms? Let me know your experience in the comment section and we can break it down and share experience. Share, like, and subscribe. I am Taofeek.